नमस्कार। Evolution of police system in India. Namaskar. Evolution of police system in modern India. In pre-colonial India, the governments under the Mughals and other native states were autocratic in nature and lacked a separate or formal police system. However, there have been watch guards since time immemorial protecting villages at night. Later, under the Mughal rule, there were the Faujdars who helped in maintaining law and order, and Amils who were basically revenue collectors but had to contend with rebels, if any. The Kotwal was responsible for maintenance of law and order in the cities. Even during the dual rule in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa between 1765 and 1772, the Zamindars were expected to maintain the staff, including Thanedars, for law and order duties and for maintaining peace as well as dealing with crime and criminals. But very often the Zamindars neglected their duties. They are even said to have colluded with dacoits and shared their loot. In 1770, the institution of the Faujdar and Amils were abolished. However, in 1774, Warren Hastings restored the institution of Faujdars and asked the Zamindars to assist them in suppression of dacoits, violence and disorder. In 1775, Faujdar Thanas were established in the major towns of large districts and were assisted by several small police stations. An account of steady developments in the police system under the British have been given below. 1791, Cornwallis organized a regular police force to maintain law and order by going back to and modernizing the old Indian system of thanas, circles in a district under a daroga, an Indian, and a superintendent of police SP at the head of a district. He relieved the zamindars of their police duties. In 1808, Mayo appointed an SP for each division, helped by a number of spies, goyendas, but these spies committed depredations on local people. 1814, by an order of the Court of Directors, the appointment of the darogas and their subordinates was abolished in all positions of the company except in Bengal. Benting, Governor General, 1828 to 1835, abolished the office of the SP. The collector/magistrate was now to head the police force in his jurisdiction, and the commissioner in each division was to act as the SP. This arrangement resulted in a badly organized police force, putting a heavy burden on the collector/magistrate. Presidency towns were the first to have the duties of collector/magistrate separated. The recommendations of the Police Commission 1860 led to the Indian Police Act 1861. The Commission recommended a system of civil constabulary, maintaining the village setup in the present form, a village watchman maintained by the village but in direct relationship with the rest of the constabulary, Inspector General at the head in a province, Deputy Inspector General at the head in a range, and SP as the head in a district. The police gradually succeeded in curbing criminal acts such as dacoity, thuggery, etc., but while dealing with the public, the attitude of the police was unsympathetic. The police was also used to suppress the nation movement. The British did not create an all India police. The Police Act 1861 presented the guidelines for a police set up in the provinces. The ranks were uniformly introduced all over the country. 1902, the Police Commission recommended the establishment of CID, Criminal Investigation Department, in the provinces and a Central Intelligence Bureau at the center. Dhanyavad. Thank you so much.